Hello and welcome back. Let me just see that everything is closed. Let me close Steam so no one messages me. Let me check the volume. And yeah, we're ready. Looks good to me. We're going to do the weekly painting today, SR redrawal. Just looking at oil here a little bit. Because that's the interesting pair. That's what we spoke so much about yesterday with the video I made with Sharker. It's right down here. Anyways, let's get into drawing it. But before I get into the video, like always, the Discord will be linked in the description. Feel free to join. Nothing there is monetized. There are no courses, sales, mentorships, or anything else. This is in essence just a trading journal. So let's get to it. I actually want to start at the bottom here with the commodities and work my way up instead of going down. So oil. We already have a top level, but we need a new one because there are some reasons to believe that oil prices will be going up. Like we can see here. Iran linked ships are the only ones to transit. Huh. Deepens oil shock. Yeah. So, all right. So we got a higher level here. This is not going to be used for a while. These ones down here. I can just still stay there though. It's not too far though, so don't be too worried about it. You're probably gonna have to create new levels for it, so don't be surprised if it breaks, like at all. No, that's not wick. Body. We do have a double touch up here though. Quite a far range. Or yeah, it did touch here with the level, so it is at range again, both of them. Yeah, but it is breaking through right now. So let's look at that, what we can do with that. Actually, because it's breaking it, you don't need this level, this old ass bullshit. There we go. That's a better range. Let's look at gold. Remember with these commodities here, especially gold, you're gonna have to rely, like I always say, on singular touches, just because of the inherent nature of gold. It has this upward bias. So does silver. So same stuff here. I'm just gonna move this up. The reason, yeah, I'm saying that you have to rely on single touches is because it's all you get when it's going up like this. There's nothing else to. I mean, the only top point is an all-time high, so there's nothing else to point at to draw at. Here we do have two touches though. That makes it more valid. Nothing more to paint on here. We'll on the one day, right? Yep. Let me get this drop pulled out so the computer isn't too loud. There we go. Off the USD knock because it has been affected. Let's completely redraw it. This is a nice pair to trade, but it's expensive. The spread on it is a bitch. So that this counts as a touch because it's a wick. And obviously all the congestion down here. And I don't really want to go back here, so we'll just see what it does next week. I avoid going to all these old areas if I can. Here we can't. There's no way of avoiding it. I don't see anything good, so we'll just leave it be. These levels have actually held pretty nicely, considering that I've left it going for 2 weeks. Very nicely, actually. This isn't validated. No, it's all good. We actually had a really strong drawing last week. You can see that now. Considering all the gapping and stuff, it is still within range. So here we might need something new. Yeah, let's go back to the 80s. No, we're gonna bother with that. That was a joke. It's actually a really nice range, but I think it's gonna break it now. I don't use trends, but generally this is something you'll observe is when it reacts like this, and then it pulls back like that. More often than not, you'll see it go back up again and break through the highs and create a new range. It's like a new range formation pattern. Because it isn't going to the new lows. It might though. The levels look okay, but the candles make it untradeable for our strat. For some dude, that's like a dream, you know? For some dude, that's just McLovin' it. But for us, nah. So you see, we've been trying to avoid congestion here. Yeah, we have been below these levels as well, so we're gonna have to need something more. I'll just rather go off a singular touch then. Yeah, that's fine, because it's the ATL low. Kind of like commodities drawing. Not the best though, keep it in mind. This has kind of been invalidated now. Oh yeah, this is garbage. Let's see Wagwan now with these. First, let's do the top point here. Probably something connected to this. Usually there is, unless it's an ATH. Yeah. Previous levels to this. And then let's do... What the fuck? How's that a copy paste? There we go. And then let's do the bottom. Let's see if there's anything in between. So we do have a double touchdown here. That's fine. Let's do in the in-betweens. Remember, if you have to look too much for levels, they don't exist. It's a boogeyman chase. So here, you touched here, boom, boom. And then, is there anything else really obvious that sticks out? No, not really. I mean, back here, yeah, but we're here now. So let's stick to that. I don't even see the value in this anymore. I'd rather have it like that. I mean like that. But it has been broken, so like that, yeah. And then to fill the in-betweens, rather use something newer like these. Yeah, that's a better one. Not the best reaction, double reaction to it, but we got the 200 MA on it as well. Alright, this needs a complete redraw. Here, we're going to do the bottom first. That's terrible bottom, by the way. Look at those long wicks. And then the top point we're going to need for this range is right here. Nothing else. Let's see if there's somewhere it has bottomed out further. Too low to draw on, because if we draw all the way down here, long before it is all the way down here, it'll rearrange and give us new levels. So what the fuck is the point of those levels? So this has been completely invalidated, this level right here. You see that? Now the range immediately looks cleaner. And that was all we need to do. Yeah, so this has been invalidated as well, completely. What is this? There we go. And it is heading down. These look like good levels. Interesting. Interesting. A lot of BO potential here. So, don't need a complete redraw here. It just looks like shit to me, bro, honestly. Fuck that. This looks fine. When I say fine, it doesn't mean that it looks very nice and tradable or anything like that. Let me remove all of this. It just means that the levels made, they look alright. Something like that. And then that's all we need for the ranges up here. Anything in between, you can make the argument that there's good volume here. And that's about it. Could use lower levels, but before we find anything down here, for example, in this huge range between all of this, it's going to rearrange and give us new levels. So is there a point to making it? Nah. So same shit here again. This has been rearranged, at least invalidated. So new range looks like this. That's the nice nature of a BO market. We have these longer, bigger ranges. See if this lines up as it does. So like that is how I define the range. But this one isn't too particularly interesting. I mean, I'd rather keep it like that for max range safety, you know, because if it hits up here and a CR forms, you can't trade that CR, right? Because of these previous highs, we're going to put your sell loss here. So do it like that. Because that's the max leavings we've seen off the range. And if it CR forms here instead, you can actually trade on that. But you do lose out on a potential BO, but I'd rather take the lack of a trade than lack of a loss. If you know what I mean. What I mean by that is I'd rather not have potential trade I could win than just have a potential loss. Alright, anyways. This looks like it has been through some things. So some rough days while we were gone. Because from about here, all this is new, yeah, since we drew. Range looks consolidated to somewhere like this. Could be very interesting. Looks interesting. Let's keep it at that. What a piece of shit, bro. So should I go back to the 80s and find something? Oh, it doesn't even exist. It's ATL. Holy shit, even on the 2-week it gapped. What in the fuck? So not much to do with this pair at all. I mean, I'd rather leave it like that at this point. Interesting. That's very interesting. Holy shit. Such a dump. I have some BO material. So it's 9 p.m. now. Or almost 9. I'd look for those at opening if you're watching this video and you're not too late. So we need new levels down here. It is on this point, which has been one previously, but has dropped below that as well. Let's create a new range here. Mm-hmm. Okay, there we go. It is hell. That's impressive. Very interesting. Could be a BO here coming. Mhm. Okay. That BO definitely came. So this is going to be an ATH, so I'm just going to use that. I mean, for sure. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We have no we have no choice. But it's going to arrange before that. And this is not oil, so don't just BO enter on this. It was held nicely. Bitcoin has been really not doing fuck all. What is this? Hmm. So this is another ATH type thing going on over here. No, it is not. Hell yeah, let's use levels from what the fuck is this? 2012. Yeah, yeah. Let me just do it. Why not? Why not? There you go. We got a 2012 high above our current price. Oof, it hasn't even been broken. Okay, we got another one below that. Are these wicks or bodies? Oh, so it looks like this instead. We don't need that then. That looks better. All right, let's pop back. Mm-hmm. It's approaching something. Then we can put a level down here. I don't know how much you want to trust these levels from 2000 and fucking 12, 2010. Don't know about that. But it is interesting. There could be volume there. Why not? No, fuck this. So these are just trending so hard. Shit. The upward bias is actually very interesting on them. Like damn. Let's go back here again on this one. Let's go back to the good old 90s. Are we fucking in 1990? All right, let's go back to 1990, bro. Find ourselves a price. The price is right. So when you see strong areas like that, you can usually single touch them. Let me see. Wait, what? Didn't I find higher lows? Why? Why is it taking me off the 90s when I? So I have to manually go back. Oh, so last time it was this high. They used the good old. What the fuck is that even called? I don't even remember the name. Like, I've traded those a little bit a long time ago, 10 years ago. The fucking I don't remember. So can you trust these levels? Fuck no. Just ignore this shit. Fuck this whole pair. Why am I not remembering what the fuck they're called? I don't know. I used to trade them for a little bit. I used to use them for a little bit. Or 10 or more years ago. Interesting. Look at this. It's interesting though. But best level we got, but it's so invalidated here repeatedly that these pairs. This invalidated completely, but here it looks interesting. Looks very interesting. Oh, fuck, what is it? It bothers me that I don't remember what the fuck it is called. I don't know why not. Because I used to use them. Anyways, that was the full redraw. Thank you for watching. Again, if you liked the video, the Discord will be linked in the description. It is free to join. There is nothing to it. Why is Iran winning? Oh, it's from Timmy. Okay. That's all I got for now. And I will see you. I'll see you tomorrow. No, market scan. Maybe. Depends if we're gapping a lot and stuff. Nah. But if not, yeah, you will. But keep in mind that I will not be entering any trades myself because I reached my monthly max, as you can see, by quite a lot. 23.4%, even though my max is 10% for a month. I explained why it went so much over in the previous video. So if you're interested in that, I did not break any rule or anything like that. If you're interested in that, go check out that video. It is the one before this one. So thank you for watching, and bye-bye.